Hi, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. This is something new for both of us today. We're doing a new thing. Um, I haven't given you guys an update on Ray lately because there's been a lot of things going on, a lot of new things that we need to learn. But I found myself being lost in his situation, which is still our situation. And I wanted to talk to you all about not getting lost in your current situation. But as everything goes right now, we're going to start with scripture like we always do around here. So let your girl do put her help on, and then we'll begin to talk a little bit, okay? All righty. So today, my topic really is about humility and being humble. We're going to go to 1 Peter 5 and 6. And he says, humble yourself therefore under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time. And for me, there's a lot of humility in the current challenges that I am going through. But I started to kind of lose myself in the challenge. So what does it mean that I'm losing myself in the challenge? What it means is that I was focusing everything on what Ray needed from me and not what I needed from me. And you all know that my slogan with my sister's keeper is that we put God first, then ourselves, and then everybody else is in the running for the overflow. And I found myself putting him first before anything. So now I switched it. In the morning before I go in and try and get him together, what I do is I pray to God, I worship, then I get up and I take a shower. I pull me all the way together, and then I go and get him together. And this morning, or a couple of days ago, I was thinking about, okay, I got to wash my hair, do all this stuff to my hair. And I didn't feel like it was something that I needed to put in my things to do right now, taking care of my hair. And my scalp has always been a real issue. So I pulled out the clippers and I gave myself a haircut, which I absolutely love. I love the way it looks. I don't know what you guys might think, but at this point in the game, the thoughts for me is what's easy. See, this way I can take care of my scalp and make sure it's conditioned and healthy. And when the hair starts to grow back, it'll be it's new. It's almost like usually when people are going through things, they cut their hair off, but this is more for a healthy reason. When I looked at my hair and I was getting ready to take it loose and braid it back up, because y'all know I wear wigs all the time. I really love wearing them. But if I want to wear one or not, I can still rock my hair like this. I can carry this look, and I really love it. So even though I probably won't wear it like this all the time, what I started to feel like is I was freeing myself from something that gave me an opportunity to feel good about who I am. I feel really good about the hairstyle, or no hairstyle, as you can see. I cut it all the way down to the meat. I gave myself a bald head. And it's so liberating and free because I did it for me. And the humility in it all is that I wanted to be able to serve God, serve myself, and then do what I can do for Ray without throwing extra chores in on the process that I'm going through right now. So it becomes important that I have my own self-awareness that I am important. I take precedent over some of the things that's going on right now in my life. And I kind of love it. The freedom of understanding your position and where you are now, why we do what we do, who we are, and what we can or cannot do in this life. I used to think before I became a real caregiver for my father that I couldn't do the things that were necessary to care for another person. That's what I told myself. But the truth of the matter is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Because without his strength carrying me right now, I don't know where I would be. So I stand here now to say that even though this look, when you see it, may be a shocker to you, I think it's very beautiful. It's clean. It's freeing. It's I'm humbled. I humble myself to bow to the knees for me. I'm taking care of me too in this process, because even though Ray is going through this current process, it's our struggle. But I can't get lost in our struggle and let myself go undone. Just like you can't do that in a relationship, a marriage, or anything that you're involved in. You have to keep your priorities in check and make sure that everything that you're doing is unto God as well as unto yourself. Because like I've told you all before in the past, that coming into this marriage, I was a whole person. And you can't get lost in a marriage and not be a whole person. And you can't get lost in a situation and not take care of yourself. The the therapist came through on, I think it was Monday or yesterday or whatever, and I had been looking raggedy, tired, and tore down. And I said to myself, I said, you know what? You don't have to look like what you're going through. And that's the decision I made. I don't have to look like what I'm going through. I'm better than this. And this, even though this challenge is hard, it's not the end of your life. It's the beginning of a new thing. And that's where I am right now. This is the total beginning of a total new thing. So yes, I'm excited. And you know, as I say to you y'all all the time about transformation and going through transformation. Well, every day we shed new skin. Every day our hair is falling. Every day somebody is doing something or going through something worse than you're dealing with. But every day is new. Okay? Today, I choose me. God, then me. Then everything else that I have to take care of. And having a new outlook on your situation can really help you to see that, hey, you're at a tight place right now, but at the end of the day, on the other side of this, I keep looking on the other side of this. So just like being on the other side of this, I'm going to be on the other side of a new day, on the other side of a new thing, on the other side of, you know, whatever is next. Because we have to live in the now and be present for whatever is going to come, that life is sending out to us and stuff like that. But for the people who follow me on my Sister's Keeper on Facebook, I have put out a save a date, because year before last we had a launching of my Sister's Keeper, and it was a fantastic event. And September the 16th, 2023 is going to be our next big event. I'm going to get the details out, but I wanted to put it out there because I want you to save the date. If you follow my Sister's Keeper and you're involved in anything that's going on, you know that my goal has always been to encourage women to be the best that they can be, to not let situations keep you down, to not have your cup on empty and you're trying to take care of other folks, and you find out that in the process you have lost or you're losing yourself in the process. So what I'm saying to you is our next event is going to be this year again. We're going to get together. I'm going to bring some dynamic people in to show you some things that they're doing, and the theme for it is, well, I'm gonna wait and tell you the theme a little bit later on, because I don't want to put it in the atmosphere just yet. I really haven't been released to put it in the atmosphere publicly yet, but I know what the theme is, and I hope that you can save a date, September the 16th, 2023, to join us in our next Pink Power event, because Pink has power, y'all. And I want to step out, and the first event, you know, you want to go bigger and bolder and do just fantastic things when you're offering something to people and women, and showing that we're all powerful in what we do. And we are, you know, we're dynamic. We're cheerleaders, one for the other, you know. And I want you to know that you can be fearless and do anything that you want to do and be a part of this event. And I'm excited about it. I, you know, even though I'm doing some of the things that I have going on with me, I keep telling y'all that God said the assignment is still the assignment. And that means that the assignment for the women that He assigned to my life is still the assignment. So that means I cannot hold back what I'm supposed to be doing, even though I have other challenges in my life. And that's fine because He always knew these challenges was going to come. But what He was doing was trying to see if He could trust me with my purpose and what I'm supposed to be doing. God can trust me. You know, uh, many times we are looking for things that we already have outside of where we are. And right now, what I'm saying is like you're in a marriage, you're in a relationship, you're in the church, you're whatever you're doing. You know, you have 80% of whatever you need right where you are, and you still looking for the 20% that's only going to give you limited happiness. I'm telling you, we have to plant. You have to pour into wherever you're planted right now. Don't stop. Don't run away from your call. Don't keep looking over the fence for something better. Because if you work where you are, you can fertilize that ground and grow it to what you want it to be right now in your life. You know, we always looking for the next best thing, the next best woman, the next best church, the next best wife or husband or whatever. You could have 80% of everything that you really need right now in your life, and you keep looking for something you already have. If you will commit and be obedient and consistent to what God has called you to be, you will understand, you know, that, hey, I'm where I'm supposed to be, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's the way I feel right now. So when I say that I'm my sister's keeper, the assignment on my life of my sister keeper has always been the one thing that I kept, the one thing that I keep before me is that God called me to minister to women. God called me to be a cheerleader for women. God called me to serve women. But He called me to the service of ministry. He called me to see where He's at and get to work. Well, the women, I see where you're at, and we're going to get to work one to another. And I'm excited, y'all. I want y'all to know that, you know, I've really been planning this thing for a couple of years, but got sidetracked because of another project. And the assignment was still the assignment then. It didn't go away. The stuff that I started to do to make it happen for this next event that we're gonna have was actually supposed to be for the following year to follow up what we had done in the first event. And I'm just, you know, I'm ready to do it. And so even though it looks hard and it looked like, oh, how you going to fit this into everything that you have going on in your life right now, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. And I really want y'all to come. I want y'all to participate. And I want y'all to enjoy yourself. We're going to have one fun-filled day to do everything that God has called me to place before you. Resources, people, things, collaboration, food, just a whole lot of wonderful things that we're going to be doing, and I'm excited about that. So as I said, I want y'all to save that date, and oh, let me give you an update on Ray, what we're doing here. Well, he did go back to the hospital, and they were going to try and put him in skilled nursing. Well, that didn't work out so well. I think I gave y'all a little bit of that information, but he's home, and we've been working at home diligently to try and get his limbs back working again. It's really hard. It's very painful for him. He has a very, very, very low tolerance for pain, and I understand that. But at the same time, anybody of us who've had surgery or had children or had to heal from a broken bone, we know that the pain tolerance is something that we have to deal with. No pain, no gain. But I don't understand. I can't tell you what he can withstand for as pain goes. But I do know this: if there is no pain, he will not gain. And I have to let him work this process out as best he can, dealing with the pain of the situation right now. So, there is some issues where sometimes he's being difficult, but I understand from what therapist said to me is that some of the stuff that's coming up is because he has had some kind of brain damage. Remembering that that portion of his brain did die, and his brain is trying to reconfigure itself. It's not going to regenerate, but it can plug into other areas to where he may get some usage of his limbs back. But it's going to take hard work, and it is going to take some pain. So in the meantime, if he gets his mind to the fact that, hey, there's going to be pain, and I have to get myself in line to understand that, you know, sometimes when he's been contrary, that he's not trying to be difficult on purpose, but some things he is doing that should be adjusted mentally. So it's called being patient, being a wife that cares, and doing the best that I can do for him on my end. But in the meantime, what it's also saying is that he has to grow. He has to grow through this pain, and he has to go through this pain. And we're going to sit on the side, and we're going to support him the best of our ability. When I say support, I mean the family, mine and his. Which, you know, when we're married, we become one whole person, two whole people becoming one. And we're going to do the best that we can do to give him the moral support, the physical support, and whatever is necessary. So that's kind of where we are right now in the process. And that's all I have for you guys today. And remember, if I could take anything away from this whole process is, if you're going to be a support to somebody else, first of all, support yourself and your needs first. That way you'll be able to do whatever you need to do for that person. Because right now I'm kind of waiting on him to do something so that I could go finish cleaning him up and getting him out of the bed and putting him in a wheelchair so he could come from the back of the house into the front for a little while. And maybe getting to watch TV up here and kind of just pay attention. Maybe even get him to try to go on his bike again and to help to move that leg along. But we'll see. All I can do is my best. I can be the encourager. I can be the helper, the caregiver. But mentally, he has to decide that this is really important to him. I can't want it for him better than he wants it. So we'll see. And we're going to leave all that up to God too as well. So as we go to this process, y'all, I want my believers to keep believing. I want my prayers to keep praying. And I want y'all to know that if y'all have a message or something that you want to send to him, just send it through the comments on here. Or you can even send text messages or just call. Just kind of, I think one of the things that I discovered with him is that we do have to encourage him. When he does well, we need to tell him that he has done well. And that's more important than anything, because I know even before this, that was one of his love languages, that, you know, appreciating what he's doing and affirming what he's doing has always been a big part of what was necessary for him to feel love. So that's where we are. And as this process goes on, is from day to day. All right. But like I said, even though we're going through this, I still can't get lost in what's going on. Don't, you know, just giving up my whole life to this challenge. I have things I have to do. And that means, like, I'm going to keep repeating it. And I'm not just repeating it because I don't have anything to say. I'm repeating it because I heard God tell me the assignment is still the assignment. And that means I got to get out here and work the assignment. That's just it. I don't have a choice in the matter. Thank God he's wired me like that, because I feel that I'm committed to what he laid out for me to do in my life. So I'm committed to this process. Bottom line, nothing else to talk about. And that's what we're going to do. So I love y'all. We'll be talking soon. And kisses. Keep praying. I need my prayer warriors still on the top praying. So like I said, I love y'all. Bye.